Let's talk about some navigation in this video. Something I should have did first. Okay, so of course you has the regular mouse movement. You have the right click and the left click. When you right click on things, of course you select it. You double click. Yeah, you double click most of it to get into the details of that particular object. So left clicked once, double click, and it'll go into the blueprint of that object. All right. Okay. Right click, you get your extra options that you can do with this different um, selected object or folder or data, selected data. um, all right. So right click, left click, right? Regular movement, right? We got that. Now let's come into the level itself. All right. So you select things by clicking normally. All right. All right. Right click, you will grab the camera and move it like that. Move it in space. Instead of saying like that, you move it within space. Okay. If you hold left and right click, you will move the camera around. All right. Like so. If you just hold left click, you can move it back and forth. All right. Okay. If you if you hold left and right click, you can also move up and down. Sounds funny. All right. Okay. So left click selects left click by itself. I'll let you move back and forwards. All right. Right, right click by itself will let you move in space. Click left and right. You can move all the way and down and up and down. Okay. So what does the mouse do? Mouse will just let you move left to right. Alright, so that's how you navigate that. Now, some camera or moving settings up here. Right here, you can change the speed, which, again, as your project gets bigger, you're going to want to turn this like way up. I have some of the words I have, I'm like, dude, just get over there. Like, hurry up. So those are the speeds that you can change right now. Let's keep this at 4. Okay. Um, whenever you select an object, so like let's select, let's get a good example. Whenever you select an object, I'm trying to get this tool. Your select tool will show up, which is right here. I'm gonna get a better example. Hold on. And you can see me selecting things around the world now. Come on. All right. I'm trying to get it to choose a better point of origin. All right, so let's just select this. It's fine. That's yeah. All right, we're gonna select the wall over here, right? Matter of fact, let's just delete these. Oh, over delete right quick. So you delete something by selecting it and deleting it, right? Control Z to bring all this back. So I select the wall and this tool right here, the move tool. All right, trying to get it where it's out and open. Okay, that's how you move objects. Now, these are your vectors right here, or your coordinates that corresponds with this right here, X, Y, and Z. So let's move something in the Z, up and down. Let's move something in the X, move something in the Y. All right, now the way to change this is the Q key. Oh, sorry. That's the, okay. W key. No? All right, sorry. So the W key will have it standard. The E key is the rotate tool, and the R key is the scale tool. And you say, "Oh, I've seen those before." Yes, you have in the details panel. So you basically have location, rotation, and scale. All right. So whenever you move this over here, this is going to change over here. See that? So I just moved it in the Z, right? You see the settings over here, move it in the Z. You can say, oh, well, if that changes, what can I do? Yeah, you can type that in. So let's just say, let's put a stupid number in there. All right, I just typed that location in, and where is it? Now you done lost it, right? But what did we learn before? What can we do to get that object back? Where in the world is it? You can come up here, double click. Oh man, it's not even in the world at all. All right, so let's Control Z, get that back. Double click again, and it's back where we had it. All right, so that's the move tool. That's how you move. You press the E key, sorry, to rotate it. You can also rotate it in X, Y, and Z also. All right, quick tip, this is something to learn. Learn your degrees, like 90 degrees is pretty much standard to move everything in. As you can tell, you can see it highlighted. They have little points in them, I'm pointing, but you see these points. All right, you're rotating it. All right, you can rotate like that, however you want it. Control Z to go back to regular. And again, you can change that over here. Now the scale tool, which will probably be your best friend in some scenarios, of course will make it bigger and smaller. Again, along the X, Y, and Z. Z. And some of these materials will tile quite nicely according to how big it is, but sometimes you may need to tweak them. Alright, so see how this looks pretty good by being big, but sometimes this can get you in trouble. So be careful with your scaling. Alright, so that's the move tool. You can also, just like how we came up here and changed the camera speed, you can come up here and change that too. So if you don't want to use the W, E, or R key, you can come up here and select it, and it'll do that for you also too. And also the icon and stuff will change for you up here. All right. These up here are what you might call your snaps. All right. These are, let me try to make this more simpler. So let me show you what this grid is, or the snaps. I'm gonna come to this blueprint, open up the third person again, come to the viewport, and you see this grid. Okay, as you move these objects, compile this. All right, so there's my move tool again. Same thing, W, E, and R. It's going to be everywhere, and those settings again are right over here. All right, but as I move this around, it's moving in quadrants, if you will, or right now in spaces according to what I have it set by. So if I come up here, I'm just come to this setting and change the grid value. Look at what happens to the grid. Watch how it looks. So I'm gonna change it to 50, right? So it made that grid bigger. So I'm moving it around. See how the spaces is bigger and which is moving around. Okay, you can change that to your liking. The reason why you might have to do this is you might put something in the world that's big or a little small, and sometimes you can import things from a different program that in that program it's smaller than what this program is, and so you might need to change that so that it works correctly, or you're just trying to get the scale of something. But again, deeper stuff, but let's keep it to the basic right now. But that's how you change that in the case that you do need to change that. You can also do that same thing with the rotation divisions also. All right, and so that's that. That's a little uh, some of the control, as far as controlling the world in itself. It's one of the things I guess I can show you is grouping things together. So um, if you hold shift, so we're holding shift, and I select this, I'll select that, I'll select that, I'll select that, I'll select this, I'll select that, and I let go. You notice that they're all highlighted together. So they're all selected together. You can see it over here. Now, so watch what happens when I press W for the location tool. I move all that together. So you might have a bunch of different objects that you place in the world. You want to move them all together. If you hold shift and right click and select them all, you can move everything together. And so that's a little basic overview of moving things in Unreal, just to get you going. Again, everything that I'm showing is basic knowledge, and I don't mean that you're basic, but it's just noted as basic stuff, and there's like high level things that you can do in here to make this experience even better for you. But we learn how to select things, right click, move the camera around, and learn about this move tool because this is going to be in your face for the rest of your life. Thank y'all for watching.